LaPorsha.
And this is Eric.
You're Not Under the Radar, a weekly entertainment show that covers TV, music, radio, entertainment news, period. We got you covered every Friday.
So the first topic that we're going to speak about is the new Vibe magazine cover for June and July. It's called Their Sexy Issue, and they feature 4 reality TV stars. They have Kandi Burruss from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Tamar Braxton from Braxton Family Values, Chrissy Layton from Love and Hip Hop, Evelyn. Those I had with the cover was not that these 4 grown women are making money off of reality TV or that they were on the cover of a sexy issue in lingerie. My problem was that the headline was "Meet Your New Role Models." And the first thing that I thought was, whose role models? Not my role models.
That's a lie.
I don't know if they meant for black women. I don't know if they meant for people who are trying to become celebrities off of TV shows, but I don't know whose role models these are, but they're not mine. First of all, Kandi Burruss, she's made lots of money off on her own. She is, she's independent, everything like that. So, Tamar Braxton, she's made her career off of, singing with her sisters. Now she has a successful husband. That's cool too. Yeah. Even Chrissy, I don't have a problem with her being on there because I feel like she's down for her man and down for her friends. But Evelyn, I have a problem. That's nobody's role.
She had a business for the time being.
Yeah,
but I mean, she had the non-mother. Yeah, those shirts. And I guess that just backfired.
She closed it, and now she's engaged to be married to Chad Ochocinco, who, and then another thing about it is that she's thrown away her, her friendship with Jennifer Williams over something that was true. Because Chad Ochocinco, if you remember, he had a reality show where he had a bracket of 64 women, and he basically had a tournament for a date or to find him a woman, and then he also had a show with T.O., so it's not like he's unfamiliar with being on TV. So basically, she told the truth, and Evelyn got mad. So I don't understand how.
Overall, like the role models thing. Cool. They all got type of fame and fortune. What the role model tagline is for, I would say you got to read the article to find out. Because I don't know what role models they can be.
I read through the article. I skimmed through the article. They were all talking about how you shouldn't hold somebody back from making money, but my question is it worth it to act the fool on TV because I wish I could go on TV and act the fool for $1 million, but it wouldn't be worth it to me because I still have to walk down the street the next. But that does lead to that's how our society is now. It leads to new things. So people are more willing nowadays to get on TV, act the fool, and then, they'll have a clothing line next week. Or their own spin-off show.
Have perfume, their own spin-off show. All kind of stuff.
Everything. Yeah. So Evelyn is not my role model. So I don't know if that was directed towards me as a Vibe reader, but she's not.
Moving on, getting off of the role model scene and Vibe, we're going to jump on some movies. Recent movies that have coming out. But the Hunger Games did get me. So I'm a Hunger Games fan now, too. But recent ones that came out making box office records, The Avengers, with Chris Evans as Captain America and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow. I thought it was a good movie. I'm a geek in some way. I know about all that DC, all that Marvel, DC Comics type things going on. I know what's going on. So I was excited to see the movie. A lot of action going on. So I actually enjoyed it a lot.
I thought it was okay. I didn't really understand like the big, it's broken a whole bunch of records. It was okay. I thought Dark Knight was better, but it was a good movie, but I'm not familiar with all the characters. I know the names and everything.
Yeah, of course.
The stories and everything.
Speaking of Dark Knight, though, I'm ready for that to come out. But anyway,
Dark Knight Rises.
Exactly. But anyway, to another movie.
Think Like a Man, which I actually read the book when it first came out because I did fall into that. Oh, let's find out what men
Steve Harvey, good job. Thanks. Appreciate it.
But anyway, the movie was actually a different twist on the book. The book talks about the 90-day rule and making your spouse or your boyfriend demanding him to do things instead of expecting him to do things. So different aspects of the movie of the book were put into the movie, and it was really funny. Like Kevin Hart is hilarious.
Kevin Hart made the movie what it really was.
He made the movie. It was just him coming in and having those lines. It was hilarious. But it put a new spin on the book because the women in the movie, read the book and, had their highlighters and made their notes. And then the guys were able to flip it on them, but then it flipped back on the guys. Yeah. So it was good. But overall, it was a really good movie, and it was a great cast. I actually liked the movie. The casting, I thought, was a great job. Casting was great.
Shout out to Terrence J. Aguilera. But, I mean, of course, the rest of the cast, Will Packer, who's the producer of the film, had his little cameo in there. Kevin Hart, Wendy Williams, Terrence J., Lala Anthony. Great opportunity for, I would say, African-American-based film, which I thought was great. So I actually like that.
We'll move on to TV shows, and Eric, you can talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
So this catastrophe right here. So I'm on Twitter, right? Of course. You gotta be on Twitter. And the new cast for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has been announced. So as far as Love and Hip Hop goes, we have rapper Lil Scrappy. Already, Lil Scrappy. It makes it already ratchet already.
Really?
His girlfriend, Erica Dixon, and her mother, Mama D. So basically, we're seeing a Chrissy, Jim Jones, Mama Jones, writer, producer, Steve J, his girlfriend, Mimi Faust, rapper Rashida, new artist, K. Michelle, Joseline, and Carly Red are part of the cast for Hub Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, to be honest, for real, one people I know on this list is Lil Scrappy. I don't know his girlfriend. And I know Rashida.
You don't get to know her.
That's about it. Still, it's Atlanta. Be ratchet as hell. You already know that.
And following
the whole shebang.
The example of the first 2 seasons, it's gonna be.
It'll be something stupid.
It's gonna live up to whatever hype you're expecting from Love and Hip Hop franchise.
Ratchet as
We'll go back to Basketball Wives. You have to talk about it because it's in it's on right now, and all of these developing stories about lawsuits and everything. Boycott sponsors have been pulling their advertisements from that time slot on VH1 because of all the fighting and basically for nothing. Like, why are they fight? First of all, why did they go to this tropical paradise in Tahiti and act the fool? And another thing is, I don't understand how Susie has not been hitting her mouth. Like, she's made it 4 seasons without someone realizing that she is the main
problem of everything.
She is the one who goes to Jennifer and gets her to speak candidly and open up about whatever situation. And then she goes right from there and goes to Evelyn and says, "This is what Jennifer said. Jennifer just said this." And then she does the same thing with Royce, between Royce and whoever she's fighting with. And it's like, why is Susie still got a clear face? Like, you hit Mika, you done scared the girl Keisha off. You're fighting with all these different people. Susie has yet to have a big issue, but the reason she does that is because she got kicked out the group one time, and now she's trying to stay in it and figure out what all she's trying to do. And then Shawnee doesn't make it any better because she's the executive producer, so she needs those ratings, but then she doesn't want lawsuits and boycotts and everything like that. So she's caught in the middle anyway. I mean, even though I love Shawnee, but
basically, Shawnee, if you let this keep going, you're screwed. Just saying. I mean, but hey, we'll find out in the season finale. This is our debate of the week. Yeah, we just talking one random day. Happened to watch American Idol. Congrats to Philip Phillips on winning. Wish Jessica would have won, but another story. With Rihanna performing, where have you been on this show? She had like the dread with the bang going on and stuff like that. Basically got into a debate. I feel like Rihanna has gotten better as an artist as far as performing live. So when you first started, she was horrible. We thought that was a dude singing on stage, the whole shebang. But she's gradually gotten better as time goes on. That's what I see. I mean, she thinks differently. She thinks that she just needs to just stop for a minute and just chill out.
I do think that. I think that she, at first, when she came out, she was a clean-cut image. She was this... She first came out, she was this, Barbados, island girl, everything like that. She's making the kind of reggae music. And then eventually her sound has evolved, which I don't have a problem with that. Every great artist
grows some kind of
evolves over in their career. But I think that she has reinvented herself a little too often, and she's oversaturating herself in the industry. She's had 6 albums in 7 years, And and especially after the whole situation, we ain't gonna get into that. Is on the level of Beyonce in my eyes, because Beyonce got to a point where I'm happy that she got pregnant. I'm happy that she has the baby and was able to sit down and become a mother. And because, you know, Beyonce's been going for almost 15 years. So Rihanna is kind of in that same field where she's just oversaturated. I think that she should focus on acting for a while or do something different instead of music, because she got 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. That's 4 albums, or, you know, since like 2005, she's had an album out every year, just about.
And she has singles. I mean, all the new album, Talk That Talk, she has singles. I mean,
I have most of her albums, so
it's. I mean, We Found Love, You're the One.
She definitely has singles.
Where Have You Been? She has singles to constantly keep going to last for a minute. I mean, I would say that she can make more videos to other songs. But I mean, as right now, she can just sit back and chill for a second, do some appearances on other people's songs.
She's in Battleship. You know? Like, I think that if she wants to do something else, I think that she should focus on that for a while instead of in 2013 coming out with another album. Like, you just had one out and like go on tour. Well, she don't need to sing live.
Stop it.
But anyway.
Stop it. No, leave her alone. She does a great job on tour. All she had to do is bust up We Found Love. Everybody goes crazy and she gets stopped for the night.
Basically. But I think that she should let some of her hits marinate enough than having like 5 hits. I'd rather you have 2 or 3 and that, you know, people are playing all the time instead of
that is true.
7 or 8. And 7 or 8 videos.
It says entertainment, right? But you know, it's a big time. It's the end of the season. It is the NBA Finals.
Two former basketball players.
I mean, she played at North Mecklenburg High School from what years to what years?
Oh gosh, you're not going there.
From where?
2002 to 2006.
And I played basketball at West Mecklenburg High School from 2005 to 2009. So I'll be a baby. Hey, turn 21. Being from basketball players, we like to watch basketball still. I mean, we watch NBA, NCAA, men and women's. I watch WNBA too, matter of fact.
Yeah, I watch it, yeah.
It's some good stuff. But I mean, as far as the finals go, I mean, Oklahoma City versus the Spurs, the Heat and Philly. I mean, the Heat versus either Boston or Philly. I mean, who do you think about for the East and the West and then coming to the final?
I think that it's going to be youth versus experience within the Western Conference, because Oklahoma City has a dangerous team like Westbrook, Durant, and all of those together as a young unit, and then they're going to be something to deal with for the next couple years.
But on the other side of the Spurs, they have
veterans. This is basically the same team that won those titles a couple years ago.
Exactly.
So, they have Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. All of them are still. This is the same core of the teams that won championships, so they're going to be around until they decide to sit down.
But be honest,
it's going to be a good matchup, though.
I say Oklahoma City in the West.
I hope so, because then the Heat will win everything. LeBron will finally have his ring, and everybody can sit down. I think that Miami will probably play Boston because hopefully, like I said, the experience versus the youth. Philly has a young team of some good players like Iguodala and everything like that, but you know the experience of Boston, the big three and everything like that. So hopefully,
Boston.
I do want Miami to play Boston though.
That'll be good series to watch. Boston, Miami go at. That'll be some fun to look at.
A jam of the week that we'll leave you on so you can listen to all week. And this week,
of course, you gotta bump up some Drake every once in a while. I mean, I know he's kind of whiny at times. I understand you guys, but I mean,
I think he's a better rapper than he is.
That is, I'll give you that.
He's a better rapper.
There's some songs that Drake is like, okay, what the hell you talking about? But some songs he's like,
as a rapper, he's on the level of Wayne. But
I mean, but hey, you know, Drake, HYFR. This is LaPorsha Lowry.
And this is Erik Veal.
And you are now under the radar this week for another episode of Under the Radar. Peace.
Bye.